Hello and welcome back to my Lego City. This is going to be an unusually real and raw video, and I guarantee it's going to result in me losing subscribers on this channel. And that is a very, very good thing. I will explain in detail. First of all, there's a lot of really, really good news that I have to share with you about the present, recent past, and indeterminate future as well. But I also have some bad news to share with you about a little bit more into the past and the history of this channel and just generally how things are going on YouTube and on the internet as specifically applies to this channel. First of all, good news, I'm back on this channel. I'm going to be doing updates from this city room whenever I want, however I want, on a somewhat regular basis. Whenever I get stuff done and there's enough to show, I'm just going to show it how I want. And I'm going to share with you my joy in building custom Lego stuff, which is my primary joy in this entire hobby. It's not the reviewing stuff. The reviewing stuff I do for the people. The reviewing stuff I do for the viewers. This stuff here I do for me. And I'm just going to be sharing with you from my heart, from my mind, from my inspiration, just what I do, why I do it, and try to, get that joy to come through the camera if anybody is there to receive it. But also, I've been doing a lot of work in this room, Part of it you can see the results of right now as I'm walking back and forth down this center aisle here, which didn't exist before and certainly didn't have the setup with the rails that are here now. You may have seen an update over on the Beyond the Bricks channel, maybe a couple or a few. I was hoping to be able to give you an update here before then, but I've been working a heck of a lot, like a lot. I'm talking 30 days a month with almost no breaks. Very little sleep, 4 hours a night. Probably on average, I've been doing a heck of a lot of work. I have not been slacking one single bit. I have been absolutely dedicating my heart and soul to recovering from all the damage that was done by all the changes to YouTube. Just really rebuilding a lot of things from scratch. And it's going really well. And I have, like I said, continued to do a bunch of work in this city as well. I've just not done updates here. So I've got some stuff to show you specifically, and I will be showing you more stuff going forward, as was always the intent for this channel. Now let me get straight into the bad stuff though. That's really important. That's something that I've not been looking forward to. I've definitely delayed doing this video. I could have done this video here before I got the city room completely cleaned up. I've been trying to figure out how to say this in a way that doesn't go too negative, because it's about something that is very, very negative. Simply put, I got to the point where I dreaded doing videos on this channel. More specifically, I dreaded the results of publishing videos on this channel because way too many viewers were being downright abusive to me. Incredibly selfish, socially maladjusted, and completely wrong in how they treated a fellow human being and addressed a fellow human being and what they were doing. It was really bad and negative to me. And I don't like to focus on negative stuff. I'm a positive person. I'm a constructive person. I try to be a reasonable person. I try to look at the good and the bad in things. I try to look at things from different people's perspectives. And to my own fault, I care. I care what people think. A lot of times folks say, well, just ignore the haters. But just because somebody says something that I don't like doesn't make them a hater, right? Everybody has validity to their point of view, even if I can completely disagree with it, even if they're coming from a perspective that is based on falsehoods or something completely unreasonable. I want to respect people's different opinions and thoughts, and I want to be open to not only positive feedback, but also negative feedback and constructive criticism. The art of constructive criticism, however, is almost gone these days in an age when so many people are adults who were raised as children by iPads, not by parents, but by iPads. They were raised by the internet with no moral compass, no moral guidance, no understanding of person-to-person interactions and how to relate to people and how to share thoughts and feelings and how to argue with people. It literally got to the point where I dreaded uploading to this channel because of so many viewers. You don't see it because, as has always been the case with all of my channels, I moderate, or I have a manual moderation queue for all comments across the board. That's why looking in my comment sections on any of my channels is actually safe. It's a place where you can go without seeing hate. It's a place you can go without seeing viewers tearing each other apart. It's a place you can go without seeing racism and sexism and all the nastiness of the worst parts of human behavior these days. I moderate that stuff, or I have moderators that do that with me. So you haven't seen the bad stuff. You haven't seen all the folks coming through constantly, nonstop, being as selfish as heck, demanding that I stop enjoying this hobby the way that I want to, demanding that I instead do everything exactly the way that they want it, as if I'm to be remote controlled, as if I am their personal slave, an object to do their bidding. I'm not talking about suggestions. I'm not talking about constructive criticism. I'm talking about viewers straight up telling me, take out my trains now because they are garbage and it is a terrible idea and I don't care about my viewers because I have trains on my layout, and replace it with a parking lot. I'm not talking about one viewer who's told me to do that. I'm talking about a lot of viewers over the course of years telling me to take out the things that I enjoy the most and replace them with blank space because it's what they want. Not asking me to do that, not suggesting that I do that, demanding that I do that, that I stop enjoying this hobby and just do what they want. I've always said, do what you want, like what you want. If you don't like my content, if you don't like how I do what I do, that's fine. Don't watch it. If you have constructive criticism, go ahead, put it in. I'm probably not going to follow it because this is my city. I'm trying to do what I want to do. It's something that I like. It's my creativity. But constructive criticism is fine. But demands, that kind of selfishness, it's not okay. Also not okay, going through a 30, 40-minute video where I talk about the entirety of a major project that I've finished or that I'm working on, and leaving only one comment about one thing. The fact that at 13 minutes and 20 seconds in that video, you can see one minifig that's been knocked over. What kind of inhuman behavior is that? For one person to act that way is one thing, but for a lot, I'm talking about 30 to 40% of comments being just about that one little thing off in the corner that is completely insignificant and also obvious. It's draining to my soul that this is what I've had to experience. I'm here now to tell you that I'm done with that. I'm completely done with that. I'm over it. I have gone through a whole bunch of self-exploration and self-reflection on how I take in comments on the internet. I've realized that I have definitely cared too much about different people's perspectives. I've definitely failed to pre-filter incoming comments from viewers and dismiss those that really should not be paid attention to. I've tried to be equal. I've tried to be fair. And I need to stop being fair because people are not fair to me. I need to be fair to me. I need to preserve for myself a safe space, a happy space, a good space for me to interact on the internet the same way that I have worked so hard for many decades now, well, not many decades, for about 3 decades now, to moderate online community spaces and provide safe, comfortable, warm, family-friendly, reasonable places where people can come together and just talk about hobby stuff. I've done a good job to date, according to other people, of creating good spaces for others. I've not done a good job of creating a good space for myself. That's what's changing as of right now. This channel is now going to be a good space for me, for myself, because I said so. This is something that I absolutely need for basic mental health and survival as a person who can enjoy life. I need to, and I am, getting rid of a whole side of the internet, a whole side of online interactions with respect to this right here, because this is entirely too important to me. This is good stuff. This is what I really, really want to be doing for the sake of enjoyment, for the sake of creative expression. And I am getting rid of a whole swath of the internet, and I'm just going to enjoy what I'm doing. I'm going to share, again, when I want, what I want, and how I want. I'm going to build things how I want. They're going to continue to be imperfect, for I am imperfect, and I have way too little experience with Lego building to date. I need to get much better at it. I have gotten better at it, but I need to continue. I need to do more. I'll keep making mistakes. I'll keep deciding from time to time, well, this thing that I did over here, I don't like it anymore. I'm just going to change it. When appropriate, I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to keep building. I'm going to keep up this. And nobody's going to stop me this time. I'm not going to allow anybody to get me back to the point where I had been in recent months of dreading sharing my passion, my joy, my kind of love for little plastic bricks and people and colorful scenes. So I'm taking the channel back. I have taken the channel back. It's my channel now. It's my city. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to share it with you. And I hope that you will enjoy it as well. For those of you who don't, no hate from me whatsoever. It's all good. There are plenty of Lego cities out there to watch if that's something that you're particularly interested in. You know, there are plenty of content creators. It's all good. Find your own joy, multiply your own joy, and congregate places that make you feel good. This is now a place that will make me feel good, and nobody's going to stop it. So stay tuned for a lot of updates to come here on this channel. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again very soon.